Listen, if Oprah can do her favorite things, I can do mine, okay? And I'll be honest, I'm probably gonna leave some things off this list, and I'm so sorry. But it's just oversight of the things that I've bought this year. I tried to go back through my orders on Amazon. I tried to look around my office at what I'd bought, but I know I will inevitably leave something out. But these are essentially the favorite things that I bought as a creator in 2023 that make my life easier or that I just love. And the first thing on this list has to be, by far, hands down, this camera that I'm filming on. Okay, so this is the Sony ZV-E1, and I got it in white, which I love because it's different. Not everybody's camera is white and all the things. As my girl Diana Gladney calls it, she calls it white chocolate, and I just love that so much. I got it in white chocolate. It is a magical camera. It's super lightweight. It's full frame, so I can use all of my lenses and still have the same look from camera to camera that I have on my other cameras, but it's lightweight. It's kind of built for vloggers, and so that makes it really easy to kind of just turn it on and get really good footage versus having to know how to do all the settings and stuff. And I know how to do all the settings, but sometimes it's just nice to turn a camera on and go. It has the face blur filter big feature thing that I'm definitely using right now, and it's just a magical, magical camera. This camera is super easy for me to take out and vlog with or take on a trip with me and not have to take all my big stuff, and it makes filming videos really easy. There's no barrier to entry. I've rearranged my office a lot this year, and sometimes it's just easy to grab this camera and film and not have to set up anything else. But also, I love to use my big A7S III that I absolutely love for video. I love to use it personally too. So I'm constantly taking it with me to my kids' ball games or whatever. And so it kind of gets gone and I don't know where it is, or it's in a camera bag, or it's in my car or whatever. And so this puppy just comes in such handy. I would recommend it as the camera to get for anybody looking at a Sony camera, at one that they can use different lenses on, at whatever. It is so, so, so good. And kind of on that same note is the Sony ECM-W3 mic system. My video about this has not even come out yet, but Sony sent me these to try out and I was mind blown. So it's the type of mic where it has 2 receivers. I can hook this to my shirt and this can catch my audio. This little receiver goes on top of the camera. And what's really cool about this part is that it's hot shoe activated. It works in my hot shoe. So the camera charges it. I don't have to worry about it being dead. I don't have to worry about forgetting the cable that hooks it from there to there. Super, super good. And I love the fact that it has 2 of the mic receivers so that I can film myself and someone else if I want to, or just myself. Love, 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 love this mic system so, so much. And even though Sony sent me this, first of all, I have to send it back. Second of all, I will absolutely be buying this for myself. So I'm considering it a purchase because it's just that good. I have a lot of this type of mic system. These are super lightweight. They hold their charge really well. They don't drag my clothes down. They're really discreet. I'm wearing a black shirt, so it's super easy, but I can hook it on there. It's not this big old thing. And it's just a really, really good system. So again, this is the Sony ECM-W3, and I highly recommend this for audio. By the way, if you're why is she in the floor? My office is a disaster. I used my office as Santa's workshop, and there is shit everywhere, literally everywhere in here. And to be honest, I should have cleaned it before I took my shower and fixed my hair and did my makeup, but I didn't. And now I don't want to get sweaty trying to clean my office. And so here we are in the floor. If you're wonder why, that's why. I'm just telling you that much. Okay, so this is not a purchase I made in 2023. This little Logitech mouse that is very, very dirty. It is not one I made in 2023, but I am going to include it here anyway because it's that good. And it is that much of something that I think all creators need, because I was a big, devout Apple mouse user until a few years ago. And then I started noticing that my wrist would hurt if I would use it too much. And I got this puppy, and boy, that wrist pain is gone, and it's so good. And you can charge it while you use it. and you can program these buttons and these buttons. And like if you're doing any type of creatory things like editing in Final Cut Pro or editing anywhere using Photoshop, you can program these buttons to be whatever you want in the program you're using, and it's just a magical creation. Oh, did I mention I'm gonna link all this stuff below? Well, I am, so don't worry. All right, this is also something that I didn't originally buy in 2023, but I have repurchased in 2023, and that is these fish skin covers for my MacBook. I am not a big case girly, like snap-on case girly for my computers. One, because I don't want to be. Two, and most importantly, because she's a big boy. Like she's got some weight to her. She's got big hips, you know, and she weighs a lot. And I do not want to add something else to her that makes her even more heavy, because this is literally something I carry around. But I also don't want my computer to be scratched. So I love these little fish skin things. They're super easy to apply. They're like little vinyl stickers basically that are like protective. Obviously they're not going to protect if you drop the darn thing, but they're going to protect against scratches, and I love them so much. And like I always get the ones that are like backwards, or the bottom and the top. You can also get a matching part for like this part, but I don't love that because I tend to like bump it a lot when I'm using the trackpad, so I just get the outside parts. But I love a good fish skin for my computer. This next one is kind of nerdy of me, just telling you, and that is an external monitor for my cameras. So I specifically mostly use this on my a7S III, but could totally use it on this ZV-E1 too, and my a7 IV. Like I could use it on whatever camera I want to, but this puppy lets me have a much bigger screen, as you can see here. Oh, it's reflective. A much bigger screen than I would have in the camera itself, right? And I'll be honest, this is mostly a personal use kind of thing. When I am using my a7S III to film like my kids' basketball game, for instance, and get some good footage of that, it can be very, very hard, and especially in sunlight, so like football games, things like that, for me to be able to see the little screen that's on my camera and fully be able to see like what's going on, because everything gets, you know, out of whack. And this bad boy makes it bigger. I can adjust the brightness so that it's not as bright, and I can see things better. Now, where this also comes in handy for me is that on my a7S III, I have a vertical mount. So if I need to film a reel for a brand or just for myself in general, I vertically mount it on my tripod, and that way I'm not having to like guess where I should be in a horizontal frame to where my face is like too close to the camera or whatever. So with that, I obviously can't vertically mount it on the side with the pop-out screen that comes out to the side. So I need to vertically mount it to where the screen for the a7S III is at the top. But then I find myself looking like this in a lot of my footage because I'm like looking up. So I'll take this thing and mount it like right in front of the lens, and that way if I need to just look down, I can, but I'm not constantly looking up. So I do love this. This was actually super inexpensive. You have to buy these big ass batteries with it, but this brand Feel World, it's worked great, and I have been loving it personally for myself, so thought I would share. The next thing I'm actually using to film right now too, but I'm going to show you my old one, and that is a tabletop tripod. I have had a tabletop tripod for years now. This one's a Ready Cam. The one I currently have is newer. I will link it below, and newer the brand, not just newer, but it is newer, but I meant newer the brand, you know? But a tabletop tripod is like the dream for me when it comes to creating content. So I can literally just leave this thing sitting on my desk, and it's the perfect height for me sitting at my desk filming a video, because every other like handheld tripod for me is too short, or I have to drag out a big old tripod, and I don't want to do that either. This one has lasted perfectly for me for years. I can like roll it up so it can get higher in the neck, the legs adjust, all the things, and this like tilts up and down, and my new one has the exact same features, but I lost the little plate to hook this to my camera, and so I'd really been missing my tabletop tripod, so I bought a new one, and it is Again, a game changer. I forgot how much I missed it. It was spectacular. It's what I'm filming with right now on my floor. I have it to the like top height it can go, and it's perfect for me sitting here on the floor. And last but not least, I've got to share like the smart light situation that I am currently honing in my office. I just knocked my tree over back here. Excuse that. Okay, so I really love the look of having like, you know, me bright, my background dark, but having pops of light in the background. And currently in my office, I have a really hard time getting that look because of a ton of different features and factors and things. But I'm working really hard to be able to do that, but also like to just get creative with other things. Like if I want to take pictures of my kids, having creative lights is cool and things like that. And so one of the things that I bought was this light tube. This one's actually from Newer as well, and it's really freaking cool. You can change it to kind of whatever color you want to change it to, and like in the rainbow, literally in the rainbow. So if you ever see me with like a pink light behind me or like fun lights in the background, kind of like that, that has been the light that I've used to do it. But in addition to that, I'm getting even more like fun with it. So this is the Newer light tube. I love it. A lot of people really recommend the higher end light tubes, and I just couldn't bring myself to spend like $800 to $1,000 on a light tube to do this exact effect you're seeing behind me. And that one works great. But I'm also going to get really creative with the smart light bulbs like these. And I just had my mom, so every year my mom's like, send me an Amazon list. So this year on the Amazon list for my mom for Christmas, or from my mom and parents for Christmas, I wanted to replace the can lights in my office with these like smart bulbs to be able to, one, to be able to like turn off some, keep some on, but also change the colors and stuff. So I know you can't see it obviously because of where I'm filming, but there are 6 can lights like running this way in the ceiling of my office. There's 2 directly in front of me, like where I'm sitting. There's 2 right above my head, and then there's 2 back there towards the door. And these are just can lights we installed when we built the house. And if I turn them all on, it's so bright in here that it looks ridiculous. Also, overhead lighting causes like shadows over your eyes and stuff. It's just like not a cute look, you know? So I got smart bulbs for those that my lovely husband has got to install. And then I'm gonna be able to control my lighting a lot better. And if I want like the background to be pink, I can just turn the back ones on and be pink. Or if I want, you know, one pink and one orange and have the room kind of half and half. If I want this thing going, if I want to, I have other bulbs I can use. But yeah, lighting is so much fun to play with. And especially if you're trying to get this kind of effect, the way you do that is to make the room dark, put a light source in front of your face, basically, and then put these colorful lights in the background. And I want to play more with that and have more fun with it. So that light tube, by far one of my best purchases, as well as the smart lights that are going to make it even easier and a little bit more fun. Now you do have to be careful because some lights flicker on camera because they're like the rate at which they light up, like they're pulsing essentially, gets picked up by the frame rate on the camera. And so I have like a strip of LED lights like behind my little credenza thing here. And if I have those on in a video, you see it flashing. Even though I don't see that flashing to my eyeball, the camera catches it. So getting things that are made for video creation or photo creation or whatever, like this light tube, is really where you need to start. And I've tried out different brands of smart bulbs and some of them do flash on camera. I have found that these Govee ones, which is the ones I have right here, do not. So if you're gonna go the smart bulb route instead of the light tube, I would definitely go with that brand. That's all. I buy a lot of things in the run of a year, like don't we all? But I feel like as a creator, I buy even more because I just see something and I want it, or I see a look and I want it and I try to achieve it and all the things. And those were some of my favorites for 2023. I'm excited to see what 2024 brings. And I wanted to share this video because like some of y'all have like Christmas money you need to spend, you know, and you're trying to start this creator journey. Some of you are wondering like how people do things or what other creators use. So it's always fun to kind of share that. So I hope you've had an amazing holiday season. I hope you're looking forward to 2024. I know I am. And I will see you in the new year, y'all. Bye.